Because that's usually, if I open up questions, that's usually the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and eighth question. So I might as well just finish that now. But you know that there's people coming in now, so I guarantee you it will be asked very shortly. So for you guys, it feels like you lost an hour of sleep. I actually feel like I lost 13 hours of sleep, so bear with me this morning. See, I come from this place called America. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's on the other side of the world from here. We were the people who actually discovered England, I heard. It's a really nice place. Okay, cool. So I'm Christopher Sabat. I'm from Dallas, Texas. It's its own nation inside of the United States. Texas is an extremely large place, and we think very highly of ourselves, me included. And let's see, I started, I guess, about 12 years ago working on this little show called Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if you guys, do you guys know of that show? Did it ever make it here or not? No. Just a waste of a show, really. It's a show about these guys who run around finding balls, and then once they have the balls in their hands, they can make a wish, and a giant lizard comes out of the sky and will keep bringing people back from the dead, essentially. And it's also a show about, like, the stronger you are, the more blonde hair and blue-eyed you become. That's an important theme in the show. I play this guy named Vegeta. He's this really sweet character. He's a really nice guy. The only problem, he suffers from a slight case of the hemorrhoids, so he tends to strain a lot. Like, there's this other guy named Piccolo. He's about this tall, green, and he's not a Yoshi. I knew that was gonna happen. And Piccolo's job in the Dragon Ball Z series is essentially just to tell Gohan what to do, sort of just stage directions. Gohan, go, stay, good Gohan. That's a good boy. And I play a character named Yamcha. He's like the surfer kind of guy who was really cool in the Dragon Ball series, and then by the end of the Dragon Ball Z series, he just basically is waiting for Goku to die so that he can hit on Chi-Chi or something. It's really awkward, and he believes he can speak to his cat, which is also a weird thing as well. I feel like you guys are like 400 miles away from me for whatever reason. Like, you guys are so far back, and then there's this giant space right in the middle where I think people should be. Actually, if I blasted fire from my hands, this is what would be left. Kind of like, if there was a huge audience, I just went, wow! Wow, I have so much hidden potential. Sorry. Okay, so, this panel doesn't have a name, or does it have a name? I haven't seen does this panel have a name?
No.
The All Chris Sabat panel, which is a panel about how to mispronounce my name, actually. It's actually Sabat, but that's okay. Most people don't understand that anyway. And actually, everyone has misunderstood my pronunciation of my name, including my relatives, so it's cool. It doesn't matter. Let's see. I guess I could just sit here and ramble for an hour, or I could answer some questions. Do you guys have any questions? I'm not going to be able to hear anything unless I actually go to you, kind of like a talk show.
How does it feel being probably one of the most popular voice actors in the world?
Wow, it feels really cool if you put it that way, really. Actually, it's pretty awesome to be a voice actor in general, anywhere, because it's one of the most difficult jobs to get into, ever. Everyone asks me, how do you get into voice acting? I really don't know. Everyone has a different way of getting into it. Mine, I just happen to have this incredibly low voice, and I sound, like I'm having sex with you, sort of, all the time. not that I'm groaning or whatever when I'm talking to you, it's just I have a really low voice, and I was really lucky, and a lot of people told me, hey, you should go into voice acting, and eventually I just kind of ended up in it, so it sort of worked out that way. My voice has been about the same depth since I was in about 6th grade. I was around 11 years old, and one night my voice just dropped from like this really, really, really high voice to a super low voice. And I remember walking downstairs and went, hey mom, and scared her half to death. Seriously, she jumped. Let's see. As I answer these questions, I'll remember more things I forgot to tell you. Like, other than Dragon Ball, I did a show called, it was Kuwabara on a show called Yu Yu Hakusho. Did you guys ever watch that? Okay, good, good, good. I was Alex Louis Armstrong, the strong-armed alchemist in Full Lines. Yeah, you guys have seen that one. That's a cool show about kids bringing their mom back from the dead. That's awesome. Really sweet little show there. I love how Alex Louis Armstrong would be seriously one of the most awkward people if you met him in person. Like, I mean, he seems like a cool guy in theory, like animated, it seems neat, but actually if he were real, he would be really tall and never wearing a shirt ever. And those sparkles it's probably sweat, and probably actually it's what a lot of people at anime conventions look like on a Sunday at around like 6 o'clock. Anyhow, so I'm gonna ask more questions to people. I'm just making it convenient for myself and just go to this guy.
Hi there. Just one more time for the people who didn't have the video cameras ready. What did the scouter say about his power level?
Is that a trick question? Well, it depends. Scouters are a very complex instrument, actually. They only, like, the power level is ironically only one of the few things that the scouter can do. The scouter can also tell temperature. It has a built-in timer. It's got an alarm clock in it. It's just a countdown timer in case you're like cooking something and you need to like boil like Saiyan ramen or whatever they eat, or human flesh or like alien flesh. If you're boiling it, you want to make sure it's properly sterilized. It can also tell emotion, hormonal activity. It has a kind of a deodorant rating, sort of. That's kind of the weird. That's how much your enemy smells or whatever. Like, it's important information to know. In Japan, it'll say, it'll oftentimes tell you that someone's power level is over 8,000, which is technically correct. But in America, it's over 9,000! Okay, God, I said it again. I stall every time anyone asks me to do that. I apologize. Wow, there's so many cameras right here. I feel like Justin Bieber. I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm pretty soft, feel me. I am Justin Bieber right now. I'm totally Biebering. Okay, sorry. Oh, hi. How are you? Someone's sitting on the floor. Okay, do you guys have any? Oh, here's another conveniently located question. I swear I will eventually walk to this direction.
This is more of a request than a question, but can you do the Armstrong line, the perfect specimen of masculinity?
If I could remember anything this morning, of course I would do it. But this is the reciting of lines that's been passed down the Armstrong line for generations. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that was an impression. That was cool. Like right up front. Awesome hat. Yes.
You know you play Alex Louis Armstrong?
I do know I play Alex Louis Armstrong. Good question. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I play Alex Louis Armstrong. I just realized that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. If you know of anything else I was in, please let me know. I'm just trying to embarrass you, I'm sorry.
I was watching a video on YouTube, another con that you were at, and you actually took your shirt off when you pretended to be Alex Louis Armstrong. Would you do it again?
No. Because that is a lie. I never did that once, not once. I've never taken my shirt off. You... See, she admits, I was watching this video online at one time when you took your shirt off, which is entirely not even true, because I've never done that before. Although, I mean, if it was on the internet, I guess it was true. Gosh, you're right. I guess there